So let's talk about it. This is exactly what I've been mentioning in previous videos and conversations with my friends and things like that. This whole spiel from LeBron James and Maverick Carter and the public tweets of them meeting the agent of Nikola Jokic, who is also the agent of like 100 or something international NBA players, international basketball players, not NBA, basketball players. It all seems to be a ruse. And I've been saying that it's a ruse. They are supposedly planning to start a new league to compete with the NBA because the NBA is looking like it's not going to expand at this time. And LeBron James, of course, wants to have what he wants to have when he wants to have it, like a little pouting child. So if they're not going to expand in the NBA and he can't have his team in Las Vegas, then LeBron James has to have a team and he's going to start a new league and all that other crap. If he starts that new league, I don't see it succeeding. There's no way that league is going to succeed over the NBA. No way. I mean, it's going to be no way. There's no question. Not enough players, not enough really good players. They would probably institute allowing flopping, allowing traveling, allowing all the kind of different things that we see LeBron James getting away with. But that's not going to happen. And there's two guys talking from Yahoo Sports, which I'm going to let you listen to. And they talk about it, and they also think that it's a spiel, that it's a ruse, that LeBron James is just posing like he's trying to, like he's really going to do it, to let Adam Silver know, we got the money, we got the people, we're ready to open this new league. You better do something for us or you're going to have competition. Listen, man, this is not going to be any competition to the NBA. Even though the NBA has lost ratings. And I think after this guy leaves the NBA, I think the NBA will slowly start to recover. And looking at an example, which the video I just posted right before this morning, where Wemby is working with Kevin Garnett, an old school tough guy mentality and really good post-up player and everything. If today's players start reaching out to NBA legends like that, the NBA is just it's gonna explode. I mean, if the mentality changes, if the approach changes, it's gonna explode. Let me let you listen to these comments because these comments are very interesting, and I'll be right back with you right after.
Us a buzz with LeBron James, Maverick Carter, his business partner, and Nikola Jokic's agent on a boat sipping wine somewhere, front office sports, those people over there, and my friend Nick Wright, who's very close with LeBron and his people, mentioned that conversation was about an international basketball league, almost similar to Live Golf with the Saudis and their money. I don't think this is going to be Saudi money, but just an alternative basketball league. They're planning on it being 6 men's teams, 6 women's teams, full-time responsibility for players, which means you cannot play in the NBA and play in this international basketball league. Players can get equity. Do you see this as a, let's just say, leverage ploy for a guy like LeBron? Because we know LeBron wants to get in on NBA expansion and the NBA ownership. Or is this a viable alternative to poach real-time NBA talent?
Yeah, I think more so the former, Vince, because we know he wants to own a team. They've been vocal about that. They haven't been operating in the shadows. They've been very public with that. And so if that's the goal, then the other league, funding this other league, getting involved in this other league doesn't make a lot of sense unless you're trying to tamp down what you might have to pay to get in to the NBA and using this as kind of something to say, hey, Adam Silver, we got the guys together, we have the money together, we could do this. You need to figure something out for us on the other end. So maybe it's that. You look at valuations and the sales of these teams and Celtics and Lakers, and I can only imagine how high that number is to get into Seattle or get into Vegas expanding into these new cities. It's going to be an astronomical figure. So LeBron, part of, I believe, Fenway Sports Group, would have to put together a significant amount of money to get in. Maybe that's the factor here that is kind of behind the scenes that we're not really thinking about reporting on, but maybe that's what's there ultimately.
Now, you heard these two guys talk about it. They're from Yahoo Sports. I think this whole idea with that new league is really a ploy to put pressure on the NBA to expand so LeBron James can get in on the owner action, because he cannot stand retiring and not getting in on ownership. LeBron James wanted to be an owner for years now. He wants to get what he wants when he wants. And his idea was, I retire, I'm automatically part owner. So he stays included and he stays in there. With Clutch Sports, he could have potential pull with some NBA players if Clutch Sports signs them to kind of direct them towards the team that he would be a part owner with. Whether it's Seattle, whether it's Vegas, it doesn't really matter. But the agency would be connected to LeBron James still, and LeBron James would be part owner of a team. That would give him a slight advantage for his team to pull in some guys that normally he would not be able to pull in. But Vegas is more interesting because I think more players would love to play in Vegas instead of Seattle. They would prefer to play in Vegas instead of Seattle. So I think whoever they're talking to, player-wise, like, discussing with some guys that they could play in this new league or this or that, I think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And they're giving guys hope, which they're really not going to deliver on, because they're not going to start this league, in my opinion, especially within the next year or two, or even in the year that LeBron James decides to retire. And we don't know when he retires because he refuses to say, although we want him to retire ASAP. I wish this was his last season coming up. But they're talking about 6 teams for men, 6 teams for women, equity in the teams. If the league's just starting up, what's the damn equity in the teams? I don't see it happening. I think they're trying to tell NBA what they would like the NBA to start doing with this kind of project of theirs, with the equity, because I don't know if you guys saw, I posted a video of Steph Curry who said he's underpaid, even though he's about to be a billionaire himself. He said he's underpaid, and he was explicitly talking about not being able to have equity in an NBA team as a player. So that's what they're trying to push onto the NBA, and they want the NBA to adjust to them. But I'll be honest with you, with LeBron James being out of the league when he finally retires, I don't see, what leverage does he really have after that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he has leverage as a player. He doesn't have the leverage that he used to have, especially with the Lakers now. But he had leverage when he was a player. Now, when he leaves and he's not really involved in the NBA per se at all, what leverage does he really have? I mean, the only thing is he's trying to scare the NBA into potentially having a competitor. Really? I don't see it happening. It's come on, man. The NBA is like an elephant, and his league will be like an ant. So there's no way. This is a ploy trying to put pressure. He doesn't really have much to go on. What else is he gonna do? But it's just LeBron James. He's pouting, he's kicking, he's screaming. He wants his when he wants to get it, and that's it. So he either gets it, or he'll do anything he possibly can to try to make everybody give him what he wants when he wants it. That's pretty much it. So this was interesting to listen to, but I think that league is just a ruse and a ploy. So let me know what you guys think. Comment section is always open. Let me know what you think, if they're really planning that league or if it's just for pressure on the NBA. And you know, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.